Diablo 4 quarterly update, December 2021. Hello. Is this gonna be another one of these? Oh my god. I think I'm on widescreen, so I can't zoom in any farther. Oh yeah, we can. Oh shit, you get the full. Nice. Hello and welcome to the year-end Diablo quarterly update. We hope you enjoyed October. We did not. Into sound design, we did not. The atmospheric, no, okay. Since our last blog, we've been hard at work adding new content and systems to the game. We've made big strides with every build of the game, containing a host of expanded content, new art, balance changes, and other iterations. In fact, the team is currently playtesting an internal release of the game that represents a significant milestone. Wow, dude. It makes it seem like the game's never coming out, and then they say something like that, and then it gives us hope. We have much to share with you today as a result, so let's dive in. First, lead system designer Joe. Hey Joe, step to the stage, please. We'll discuss updates to key elements of itemization. These include the return of skills, plus skills on items. So similar to D2, right? A new way to interact with legendary powers, and some early work on targeted drops. So personal loot. After that, grab a warm beverage. Oh, I got some GG subs here. And a comfortable chair as he walks us through Diablo 4's completely new endgame character growth system, the Paragon board. Oh. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Remember, blood and Paragon is Ralph Wiggum's jumping through the window, okay? New Paragon. Next, visual effects artist Daniel Briggs will describe the philosophy that allows our talented VFX team to create huge explosions and eye-popping skill effects while keeping the game clear and readable. Even when there are many players and monsters on the screen at the same time, he'll also go into detail on how Diablo 4's new endgame engine has allowed us to make frame-by-frame combat more precise and nuanced, while leveling up our effects to take advantage of the new lighting system. Finally, feast your eyes on a plethora of skills across 4 announced classes. All 4 announced classes, yeah. So we don't know what the 5th one is yet. That show off our skill-driven death system. Skill-driven death system. Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna have so much feedback. I feel like I'm gonna have so many things to say. Don't you? Greetings, heroes of Sanctuary. Hello. We're thrilled to once again dole out a whole heap of info on the state of systems and endgame in Diablo. I'm Joe Papora, lead systems designer. Today I'm going to share some details on 2 major features: itemization updates and our plans for, just call it something else, man. Call it the Inferno system, the freaking, I mean anything, man. Not Paragon. It's such a weird connotation toward it. Call it, I don't know, chat. I'm sure chat can think of something, you know. I let the community decide a cool name. It's like calling something, you know, attack and defense, right? It's so much cooler to have different names for attack and defense, but whatever. Okay, anyway, skill rank affix. In Diablo 4, the skill rank affix returns. As a players invest points in skills, they grow in potency. And finding items with skill ranks can speed that along. We like skill ranks. I mean, that's pretty cool. PoE has it, Diablo 2 has it. I don't mind it. As long as it's not, yeah. Anyway, as a bonus, when the player equips an item with plus skill rank for a skill they haven't learned, they have access to that new ability. Oh, okay. So like a teleport staff for a class that doesn't have teleport, right? Like in D2. It's a great way to try out new skills before you have to invest in them. Getting a lucky drop that nets you a skill you'd like for your build 10 levels before would otherwise have access to is a huge boost. So you can get like Blizzard before you even have it unlocked, technically. All right. Okay, let me zoom out a little. So we can see this big picture. Magic item. Item includes skill rank affix. Slowing large axe of the flame. It's a two-hander. It's blue, so I won't judge it, but there's no stats on there, dude. 4 ranks to flay. It has a hit effect, and it has 17 crit. That's a lot of crit, dude. Oh, critical strike damage, okay. Minecraft Dungeons has more stats than this. But I'm sure it's just a blue, so yeah. Let's go back. Also, Joe discussed back in December, legendary and unique items remain a core part of the Diablo item experience, the chase, okay? We've made a foundational change to legendary items in D4 by allowing legendary powers to appear on multiple item slots. Yeah, we heard about that, right? Now, if you're searching for a legendary power, like Martial Arch, which enhances a barbarian's kick ability, you may not find it on rings, chest plates, or helmets. There's no need to hunt for a specific item type any longer. Okay, let me see this again. We've made a foundational change to legendary items in D4 by allowing legendary powers to appear on multiple item slots. I had a problem with this because it doesn't make, like, you can never have like a Frostmourne or a Thunder Fury or like, you know, a Wanda Woe, right? Because now it has less unique, like there's not like a, it's not like an item that has identity, you know? It's just like the powers are just flighting, you know? I didn't really like it that much, but it is more interesting to build with. So to be fair, it is more interesting to build when you don't know what you're gonna get. It's just madness, right? It's like you drop into a BR and then you don't know what gun you're getting or what loadout or whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you don't know how you're gonna build. I do like it, but it definitely, I don't know, then there's no Ingeom anymore, right? There's no like iconic items, I don't know. But we'll see. Wait, a barbarian's kick ability. Kick barb? Kick barb? You may find it on rings, chest beats, or helms. Okay, so anyway, we'll just move on from that because I don't know. I have to play it to see how it feels. You're gonna have to chase if everything can have everything. What are you gonna chase if everything can have everything? Yeah, you kind of just farm, I guess, and then hope you get it and then maybe trade or barter with other people. The real question is, what happens when you find a power on an axe when you really wanted it on a ring? I don't know, Jim, you tell me. Or you found a great legendary amulet, but you can't use the power. Well, that is when we get to introduce our new friend, the Occultist. Ooh, the Occultist, okay. So in Lost Ark, you can take a legendary power, right, and put it on another item. So it's probably just transferring the power to another item. That girl needs some shoes, man. She don't want to be saved, don't save her. The Occultist can extract legendary power from a legendary item, crystallizing it into an essence while destroying the item in the process. Okay, so it's like a kunai cube, but you can put it into a little ball, dude. Like materia, you can turn it into materia. That essence can then be implanted into another legendary item, overriding the power that was present before. Essence material can also be stored. So I guess, oh yeah. Okay. I was like, okay, so with this logic, you might as well make ice climbers, spirit guards, and then just we can destroy it and put it somewhere else. So you can still have the fantasy of getting, you know, an echoing fury, right? You can still have the, oh, that's what an echoing fury is, but I destroyed my echoing fury and put it on another item. So they should just do it that way. Why have Echoing Fury drop on a freaking pair of pants, you know? That attack speed. Essence material can also be stored and used at a later time. Okay, so you can put them in your bank. Unique items cannot be modified this way. Oh, okay, now here's the kicker, I guess. Unique items. Keeping their fantasies intact. So this is what I was worried about. And as their name implies, unique. So legendary powers are like, everybody gets a legendary power everywhere, but uniques are unique. Okay. All right. I'm gonna zoom out for these so that way you guys get a better picture of how they look. Pent Up Axe. This has Fury skills, deal more damage. Oh, I love Fury. They're talking to me right now. Yeah, screw Lost Ark, I just want to play this now. Yeah. I'm just thinking Frenzy, you know? Pent Up Glowing Essence. Fury skills deal more damage every second you haven't used a Fury skill. Oh, it tells you. Allowed item type. One-hander, two-hander, gloves, amulet, or ring. Okay. Not bad. I mean, the stats on here are pretty depressing. We have the main DP, the main damage, right? And then we have, I guess, attack speed counts, but not really. It's a standardized, so it's like you have the damage, then you have crit, overpower, hit, strength. That's pretty good. And then 6, so I was wrong. That's like a lot. That's a decent amount of stats. Maybe the way it looks like pudgy, so it doesn't look like a lot. Or I'm used to looking at, you know, like we're used to looking at like D2 items now, or like even ethereals, right? Like I want more ethereal stats. Even the seasonal theme has, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 affixes on it, right? Just on the soul shard mechanics, so I don't know. But that's fine. I'm okay with it. Just noticed it was spelled wrong. The spell check is real. Okay, so nice. Okay, now here's an amulet, rare amulet, item before adding the essence. So you can take this yellow. I think the yellows should have more stats than legendaries to make them more viable, but whatever. But then when you add a legendary power to it, then it would be stronger, so maybe not. Overpower damage, damage while healthy, maximum fury, and then fury cost reduction. So you can turn this into this, and you get the legendary power. Whirlwind periodically pulls nearby enemies to you for barb, which is cool, which is not either one of these, right? Okay. What do you guys think about this system before we move on? I like it. It's weird that they talked about uniques and then didn't show any uniques. You know, but okay, maybe I have to keep reading. It's not super inspired, not enough stats. My impression is not enough stats because they did lower them. Remember, they lowered the amount of items that we have. So there's less items than even in D3. So it's like, at least give us more stats to compensate, but you know. Word, it might end up like rune words. If you're gonna allow us to change powers of an item to another, don't allow them to all share the powers. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm okay with everything I've read so far, but if I play it and how it feels and how the progression goes, I might hate it or I might love it, you know? You think it's a great idea? It makes rares important because you can use them in crafting. The uniques are gonna feel like legendaries because they're like the, you know, the big two-handed, like, I don't know, what's an iconic weapon, you know, in Diablo, right? Like, there's a million of them, right? So, like, you can still have that iconic feeling of an item on uniques, at least. And then legendaries are more like flighty. Like, you know, they come and, you know, you can use them on different items. crafting and stuff. Hunting for items. Okay, let's go back to... Sanctuary is a vast world filled with forlorn trails through werewolf-infested forests, withered heaths, crawling with cannibals and fog-choked graveyards, crawling with restless dead. There are plenty of enemies and monsters for the hero to encounter. Woof woof. Each of these monsters seem to enjoy collecting certain types of items and will be somewhat more likely to drop those items than others. Okay. Targeted farming. This is the answer to somebody's question earlier. While bandits are fond of maces, crossbows, and boots. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. This is how like a lot of games are, like older games too. If you're hunting for a new pair of pants, you'd also want to kill some drowned instead. Like Poxfalds will probably drop in a swamp, right? That's basically what they're saying. A Yang's recurve probably would drop from an archer, which is really cool. I like the immersion a little bit. In past discussions, we've received feedback, and it seems that deflating for so much of a character's power to be delivered through the gear. Really? Not when you talk to me. Not when you talk to me, definitely not. I like the gear to be the main thing. Customizing and planning a character feels less rewarding if it doesn't play a big role in how the character performs in combat. Customizing and planning a character feels less rewarding if it doesn't play a big role in how the character performs in combat. We hear you loud and clear. In Diablo 4, we have placed a stronger emphasis on character power that is earned by all the little decisions you make while leveling up and exploring the world of Sanctuary. Yeah, no, this is definitely not my feedback. I want most of the power to be from your gear because I'm in an ARPG, I like loot. Now, if it's an MMO, then maybe, I don't know, you know, you got your all kinds of crazy, all the shit that WoW has added over the years, you know. You can tell they listen to Mr. Llama. A lot of this is like similar to Llama, yeah, for sure. The itemization was our feedback to have more stats and to get rid of the demonic and all that shit, so that was cool. But yeah, this is like different. While we aren't, and who knows, it might be good. I haven't played it, you know, so I might be wrong and this might be the freaking bee's knees, you know. We're just kind of going off of our first impressions. While we aren't talking about everything we have planned for a character power today, I'm happy to talk about one feature in particular, the Paragon board. Oh, why is it called Paragon, man? In Diablo 4, we have placed a heavy emphasis on build customization. Have you? Have you? Ensuring that you can have plenty of control over how your hero grows. The Paragon board unlocks for each class at level 50, so it's a max level thing, and is a distillation of its focus. Your hero begins their journey through the Paragon system at the central starting tile of their class intro board. Oh man, I don't want to look at this. I'm so nervous. And from there, you make a section radiating outward. Once your hero reaches the gate tile, you'll choose which new Paragon board you would like to attach to that location. The desired outcome is a personalized set of bonuses that will empower your hero and honor your dedication to the progression. That will remain fun to tweak and adjust over many playthroughs. Okay. It makes it sound like it's random, right? But it's not, I don't think. Fuck this, someone said. Okay. Let me just absorb this, right? So I have good feedback. Or once your hero reaches a gate tile, you'll choose which new Paragon board you would like to. It says like bingo. Okay, so we start maybe at one of these gates. This is a gate tile. And then I guess you could go either direction, or you go toward a different gate. It's kind of showing the outward here. Did they scrap the skill tree? I don't know. The desired outcome is a personalized set of bonuses that will empower your hero. So the more you play, the more power you get. I fucking hate Paragon so much. The Paragon board is comprised of many fixed tiles. As the Barbarian earns experience, they will earn Paragon points, which are used to unlock a connected tile. There are a few, so you pretty much get like one Paragon, you get to go. So now here you have an option to go 3 different directions, right? And then you just kind of make your way to another gate, and then the gate, I guess, would open up like another one on this side, right? And then you keep going. If it's random, I don't know if it's randomized. It sounds like it's randomized though. If it's randomized, that's weird. Unless you can see the whole board. Oh, okay, there must be a skill tree before 50. This sounds like the sphere grid. Yuna! I'm trying to absorb all this. Okay, normal tiles. These tiles are straightforward, providing a small but meaningful stat boost. So like, you know, 200% probably. Normal tiles are connective tissues that can be found throughout the board and are quite common. So these gray ones, maybe? Gray looks like a common, right? Magic tiles are found in clusters throughout the board and provide a potent, more diverse benefit. As you might expect, they are less common than normal tiles, but still plentiful. So I'd imagine that they're blue, even though there's no blue here. Because you wouldn't call them magic and not make them blue. That would be just stupid, right? Right. Rare tiles offer significant boost to power upon entering the Paragon board for the first time. These represent great goals for players to chase. Particularly, you've narrowed builds down toward highly specific goals. Rare tiles have additional powers that unlock once the hero has raised an attribute. Okay, so this is like your fireball now splits into 7 multi-shot fireball, but you have to have 1,000 int to get that. That makes sense, you know, like stat unlocks or you know, requirements. Requiring some choices to be made when plotting out your path through the board. One of the main things I like about D3 specifically is the freedom to just always swap your build around, you know, and this feels like a permanent PoE Diablo 2 system, right? So, we're like in Lost Ark, I can flip my build around as much as I want in PvE, PvP. I have the freedom to just do whatever, you know, to really tweak everything. This feels like the D2, this is the D2 PoE where your decisions matter and you're locked into it. This is where creators are important to be able to pick the right, because you're going to spend like 50 hours in a build and it's going to be a trash build, and a lot of people will love the game more for it and a lot of people will never play again, right? Why would you want to invest in, you know, especially parents, right? And I'm a parent now, I understand. You can respec? Yeah, but there could be an easy, I haven't read, there could be an easy way to respec. I don't think so though. I think it'll cost time and effort or money or after the first Paragon board. Yeah, I think the community is split. I don't like meaningful choices because, why don't I like it? Because I feel like it's just a waste of time, you know? Where like, when I make my like Lost Ark build, it feels meaningful still. In PvP, when I change something on the fly, I get the instant feedback. It feels super meaningful and impactful, and I love my character more for it. I can tweak my character
Happy holiday.
And have like, you know, it's like the dual talent spec in WoW, you know? I have like, I can do PvP, I can do PvE, I can do speed runs, I can carry my friends, and I have all these different builds for different things, you know? So to me, that's more meaningful, right? But I'm not saying the way I feel is right. But I do see other people's point of like, this is your character journey, it's unique. It, you know, every choice you make along the way matters toward your story. It's just not the way I like it, you know? It's not make or break for me, but it's just, this is not what I like. I like the freedom like Diablo 3 has. This is why Diablo 3 is my favorite game, right? To switch the things around. Bricking your character 50 hours in is always fun. Not for me. Not for me. I won't brick my character that much, right? Because I'll be playing alpha, knowing all the best stuff. This is for the average person who's playing. But I feel like if you, it's like PoE is mega popular, but it's not like Call of Duty popular, right? Or it's not like the top games on Twitch. all the time, if ever, like just for a week or whatever when the new league comes out, right? So to hit that level of popularity, it needs to be more free-flowing and not such a time sink, you know, because people don't have time to be doing this shit like the average person, but that's just my opinion. Like my friends that play Destiny right now, they might not play Diablo with this shit more than a season. My Destiny friends will see this and have a mental breakdown and not play. Just like they don't play PoE, right? So I don't know how they're gonna capture the broader market making the game like this. Filthy casuals, they are filthy casuals. They have, you know, jobs and families and they ain't got time for all this shit. Anyway, I feel you guys, right? Because I know that this is really popular. And I don't mind this as long as you can have free respecs, then it's fun. If there's no free respec, then I don't know. Or if it's not like relatively free. Casuals won't like it, too much time investment. Nah, man, the other day Diablo 2 only had like, Diablo 2 Resurrected only had like 1,000 people in the directory and the game just came out, right? Like, I'm not even joking. Obviously D3 is struggling, but I'm just saying like already these tough games fall off. Like, why would you design a game that's gonna fall off? You know, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like already, the game just came out. It's fucking 3 months, 2 months later. So why would you design a game that like that? Let me see. There's 2.2 people watching Diablo 2 right now. And the game just came out, bro. Like, so why would you make a game designed off these principles, right? It doesn't make sense to me. Obviously it's a legendary game and it's like created it's the daddy of all ARPGs. But for the new meta and the new world to capture everybody's attention for years to come, it's mind-blowing to me. But again, what do I know? I'm just some nerd in my basement. Dead game. I'm quite enjoying it, but it's not for everyone. I like D2, man. I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to make a game that's trying to be right, and the bigger the game is, the more employees you get, right? The more people get jobs. Nice basement, thank you. There's a lot of things that come to the more content we get, the more successful the game is, the more content we get, right? Also. So to make it such a niche thing is completely blows my mind, but yeah. But you wouldn't want to make a game where people leave, right? And then, you know, you would make a game where people want to play all the time like an MMO, since it is like MMO. All right, rant over. I'm gonna play it regardless and like it, right? I'm just saying what I would do, that's all. I could just pander, but I don't like to pander. I like to be myself. Anyway, you ready? You ready for this? These are what the tiles look like. So we were right about magic being blue, rare being yellow, makes sense. Legendary being orange, okay? Blood's gonna play either way, right? So what does it matter? Ooh, we can click on it. Oh, we can just go full screen and then click on it. Oh, nice, okay. So this is like a basic stat you would get. So literally it's 5 main stat, just like Paragon in D3. Literally. 5 main stat. I'm gonna jump out the window, man. Come on, what's the number? Why 5? Oh shit. Oh man. A magic tile might give you some all resist, like fire resist. That's cool. Hungering Fury grants 10 fury per kill, requires strength, willpower, and max fury. So this is like a ability. So now when you kill something, you get your resource back, but you need to have like a strength breakpoint or both, yeah. So you need to have strength and willpower together. Oh man. This is gonna be a journey, man. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. We'll see. Legendary Warbringer. While your Fury is above 50%, you deal 30% more damage. Okay, that's cool. So then you want to keep that Fury stacked to get more DPS. I like that. I like the way it makes you think about your build and what you're doing. These are just some examples of what you can expect on this this bad boy here. Okay, yeah, I should just click on it, then we have the full screen. Just edit out the rants. I love the game, right? I've over 13,000 hours streaming Diablo 3, playing Diablo 3. Like, I love it, man. I'm passionate about my franchise. I don't want to have to play Lost Ark. You know, I want to maybe go Lost Ark and then go to D4 when it releases or whatever. So I want it to be successful. Glyphs and sockets. A socket is a special tile that can contain a glyph. Okay, that was like a jewel socket or something in PoE. Ascendancy would be badass. Ascendancy would be badass, right? So if you just take one little thing about blood and one little thing about the community and here and there, and then maybe get like a, you know, use your own vision and make the game. Right, for sure, that'd be great. A socket is a special tile that can contain a glyph. Glyphs are found throughout Sanctuary. That's pretty cool. When embedded into a Paragon board, right? Confer various benefits based upon the number of active tiles within their radius. Okay, so it's like similar to a jewel socket, I think almost exactly, right? Glyphs can also be leveled up, wow, by delving into some particularly dangerous dungeons. Leveling up a glyph, so this is kind of stuff I like already. So right now, already I'm like, cool, this is like, I know Delve, it's like Delve League. So now I'm like, oh cool, here's a system that we can farm something different to level up. I like this a lot already. This is cool. Glyphs can be leveled up by delving into some particularly dangerous dungeons. Leveling up a glyph extends the radius of their effect, which is cool, allowing each one to draw power from or impart power to even more active tiles. Yeah. This is an endgame mechanic that we have to work on. So you would log in every day. This would be one of your many things that you do. All you have to do is stuff like this across the board. You don't have to do anything else crazy, you know? This is a great thing of what you could do to make the game better. So here's some glyphs right here. Small, medium, large, 30% bonus to all nodes. For every 10 decks purchased within range, you deal, people are gonna have a meltdown, dude. For every 10 decks purchased within range, you deal 13.5% increased damage. Can you like extract glyphs and put them somewhere else? What if you put them on a board that doesn't have, like what if somebody puts it here? You can see this is like a glyph, right? How it's like highlighted in the radius. What if you mess up and you put it over here? Like, can you move it? How much is that gonna cost? People are gonna feel like they're just so overwhelmed, dude. Yeah. 40% bonus to all nodes within range. For every 10 willpower purchased within range, you deal 31% increased overpower damage. Grants 4 strength. It's just like PoE, yeah. It's basically a jewel, exactly. I like it either way. I like it either way. They should take the best ideas from Lost Ark, PoE, you know, the freaking, what's it called? The talent tree board from Last Epoch or something like that. You're extremely mixed here. Gate tiles and board selection. Okay, so these are the gate. You go into the gate and then you get a new tile, and then this is the whole board, I guess. I don't know. A single gate tile lies at each edge of the Paragon board, right? Okay. All 4 corners. As you progress through the Paragon board, you will eventually reach a gate tile. Cool. Upon unlocking, will allow you to select a new Paragon board to attach to your existing board. Okay, so there'll be like 1 of 3 or something like that. I don't know how many. Each of these boards has unique tile layouts, new magic and rare tiles, a new legendary tile at the center. So you might get one that has, I don't know, maybe it focuses on like Hoda, right? One's a frenzy board, one's a whirlwind board, maybe. And then you're like, you know, maybe they have them set out like that. Maybe something similar. Because how would you pick? They'd have to make an easy way to pick. People are literally, they're gonna just jump out the window. This is crazy. Because each board looks like they have a lot of things. So you would sit here, let's say there's 3 boards to choose from, right? And then you have to sit here and look at everything, or at least maybe the big powers. So I think if they were focused, that might help the ease of use for the community. Like, this is the Whirlwind-centric board. This is the Hoda board, right? I don't know. No one's ever gonna be killing anything. They're gonna be reading this shit. The Paragon board is extended from gate tiles. Upon selecting the Paragon board list, you will be able to place the board down, connecting it to the new league. Wasn't there a PoE league like that where you were like, I didn't play it, but like you were in space and then you would make like a pathway to go somewhere? Something like that. I didn't play that league, but I remember that. You also optionally rotate the newly placed. Whoa, you can rotate it like Wilson? Wow. As if your mind wasn't blown enough, chat. Synthesis League, that's what it was? You may also rotate the board. All right, Wilson. Okay. I see you. Wow. Okay. That's cool, yeah. We're hard at work on these other features that we'll be able to share more in the future updates. That's all for our systems team. Thank you for reading. Please share the feedback. Wait, is that it? Oh no, there's visual. Okay, so the glyphs and sockets, it's cool as long as you can move them around. The nodes are, yeah. I just hope there's a cap, right? I hope there's a cap on the amount of Paragon. That's a feasible cap. Not like I play 4 months until my eyes pop out of my skull cap. Like just a normal, like, so people can achieve it, something to strive for, you know? The legendary mechanic I'm okay with, especially if uniques, you can't mess with the unique, you know? Because then we can move legendary powers around, but you can leave the uniques alone. I like this person. Was the occultist? What was her name? Yeah, she's pretty cool. Yeah, the occultist. I wish there was more stats, so I'm always gonna complain about that. Oh, they showed this thing. Is this what it's gonna look like? Is what the Paragon tree is gonna look like as an example? Or is this like the level tree? I want the game complex, I just don't want like people to get bricked and never play again. Because that's what it looks like right now, from an outside perspective. Visual effects, thanks for joining us. My name is Daniel Briggs. I'm the lead visual effects artist on D4. Cool. Cool, I'm already over this. Every effect plays a role in the final composition of our game. It's important to understand the context of an effect and how it best serves your experience. Okay, can I scroll down to pictures? Oh shit, here we go. Pictures to go with sounds. Old damage area. Animated damage area. That's like your frames per second, right? So now you're hitting more. Wait, what did that say? Wait, what did that say? 2%. Your two-handed mace reach. So there's like, you level up your weapon skills. Wow. Two-handed mace reach rank 1. So you level up each skill. I like that a lot. That's one of the best updates today. That might be the best update today out of the whole blog. I think. That's actually something we want, or I want. That'd be cool to level up all your weapons. It makes them more meaningful, adds kind of like value to them, you know? That's pretty badass, dude. Yeah. Bam. So there's more frames per attack, so maybe you get more ticks is what they're showing, or it's more smoother animations. The kick. There's that kick damage that we looked about. Okay. The UI, we won't talk about the UI right now. You like it? That's good. That's good. The animations are really good. Oh, there's that snake that I like that people roasted. I think the snake's badass, dude. Animations are great. If people were pissed about the snake, I think it's amazing. I want to see big flashy things, you know? I want to see big flash. I want to be impressed in general, like, you know. You like the snake too? People are saying it looks out of place or something on Twitter, but I want to be impressed by the game I'm playing, you know? Like, I want to be like blown away, so I think it looks great. The barb skills look good, yeah. Real visceral. Art depth is gonna carry. We use a PBR for you nerds out there, physically based rendering, okay? Which means more materials look at and react to light in a realistic way. Hey, it brings a huge rendering improvement. Thanks for the resub, Candy. Appreciate that, man. As an example, think about what a campfire looks like in full daylight. Pretty lackluster, right? Now imagine what a dust cloud or smoke plume would look like in the dead of night. It'd be nearly impossible to see. To account for this, we've built an engine and shader library that lets us break PBR rule sets in artistic ways. That ensures important gameplay moments shine through as clearly as possible. Do you have a video? Oh, shit. Looks pretty good. The shadows and everything. It's like a lot of times it's this kind of stuff you don't realize. You're just like, oh, it looks cool, but you get to see the ins and outs of it now. Look at that big belly boy, man. Let's go. Hurricane Druid. It's weird that they didn't show one campfire or like a tumbleweed in the dark or anything like they mentioned, but that tree sway. Oh, the tree sway with the thing. That's pretty badass, dude. The tornado, it kind of adds visceral impact to the spell. Yeah. And the ground, obviously. Damn. That's pretty badass, dude. You hope your GPU can handle it? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the art looks like if the gameplay isn't fun. I agree. One of the goals for creating player skills is to ensure that the system design team has a variety of modifiers they can utilize to create meaningful skill trees. Class mechanics, legendary items, and Paragon boards. Choices should affect more than your character's stats. Once we have a class skill we're happy with, the VFX team adds the ability for the developers to dynamically change the size, intensity, and duration of the skill. Kind of like the twister, right? Visual intensity of a skill will increase as you stack upgrades. Oh, wow. It's like a level 1 twister might not move the tree, but I like that. That's pretty badass. If that's true, if it's true how it works, you know, like the stronger the fireball, the more it lights up the darkness kind of thing. In addition to these skill modifiers, we create variants of abilities that completely change the functionality of a skill or the damage type that it deals, yeah? So like you can have a fire rune or a lightning rune, right? These skill variants can be changed by the scale, intensity, and duration modifiers as well. This allows variants of the skills to be affected by a wider range of legendary modifier groupings. Your skill tree / Paragon decisions along with your items will make your character look and play differently from other characters of the same class. Each of these ranges is handcrafted by an artist to ensure the art holds up at all supported sizes and intensities. We do not uniformly scale every piece of an effect that will change the size and intensity. We modify things like spawn rate, velocity. Damn, okay. Let's just see what it looks like. Dynamic player skills. So there is a... Shit. Thought I could push spacebar to pause it. Okay. Brunsky? Okay. So Hammer of the Ancients, low intensity, small area. You ready? Alright. High intensity, large area. Wait, PoE has this, right? Like when you add area damage to this spell? But this is just like as your spell... So this is like as your spell gets stronger... So like this is like as the spell gets stronger. So PoE has like, right? There's like a stat that increases your radius. So this is kind of just like as it gets stronger. It looks like you put more points into it. You get that just inherently, which is cool, I guess. That's cool too. I like this concept better than the other one because it's just as it's like, I don't know. It's really cool to see like as your fireball, you put more points into it. You visually get to see the punch. Makes sense. This is another good change. The backhand has been really good. Then you see your friend, you see Blood's Hoda, and you're like, oh, if I grind, I can get my Hoda like that strong, you know? Frost Nova, low intensity. And then a high intensity, large area. Oh. Wind Shear, low intensity, little spermies, and then big spermies. Yeah. Rank 1 Hoda, NA. Cyclone armor. Ice, oh, even ice armor abilities. What is a big ice armor? Just a bigger block or what? Maybe it has spikes on it. That'd be cool. Or something. Wait, what changed? I didn't even notice. Let me see. Huge loads. It's more blue. Okay. There's a little more sheen to it, like a glow. It's more glowy, okay. Earth Spike? I keep trying to move the mouse, but that's the mouse on the game. Oh, big phallus. Lightning Spear. This map looks cool. This game's gonna push you into 4K. Lightning Spear, high intensity. Death Blow. The Barb looks super visceral today. Makes me want to play Barb on launch. Doesn't the Barb look really good today, like the way the animations are? Incinerate. Oh! Flamethrower. I'll flame you over. Please. Nice. He has a different color. I think they should have that. Like, maybe legendaries will modify, you know? That's a good one. Maybe legendaries will modify that, but yeah, like when like the higher rank should maybe have like little spikes, like just tiny, or like little things, like maybe like the twister has like some debris in it. I don't know, but it's going in the right direction. That's pretty badass. That's a sense of progression. I'm all for this system. I think it's really good. That's badass. Good job. Good job on this. Like, this is like a VFX blog, the second part, but it actually is character progression still, right? Because it's like how your character gets stronger. The fire looks good. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the weapon skill rank, of this dynamic player skill, and the lighting, all that stuff is really good. Okay. We want your character to look incredible as well. Our items are built in a way that allows us to easily apply weapon buffs to any weapon in the game. Not only will your legendary item do awesome things, but it will make your character look and do amazing as well. Did we just read this right? No, we didn't. Here's an example of where we apply the same fire and poison, but several... Wait, here's an example where we apply the same fire and poison buff to several weapons in our game. Okay. I want to play Barb. Or Rogue. I know, it's closing me today. Weapon buff poison. I mean, I expected it to look like this, I guess, so it's not a big reveal, but it's still cool to look at. This is exactly how I expected it to look, but it looks great. This is what I thought a poison buff would look like. But it looks smooth. The weapons look realistic and built in the world, you know, I like all that. I like the real visceral kind of feel, you know? I'm excited. Skill-driven deaths, okay. Sanctuary is a dark, gothic world filled with horrific monsters that do horrendous things. To survive this bleak landscape, you must be merciless toward your enemies. We're bringing back a popular feature from Diablo 3, skill-driven deaths. This system allows you... Wait, what is this? This is in D3? I guess everything's so cracked out we never even notice it. Like, they're like different ways to kill things? Freeze, shatter, eviscerate, burn. I honestly, everything is so maybe fast, I don't even realize. Things get killed in different ways, I guess. We're 3 screens away when something dies? Yeah. With our new PBR pipeline, you can make blood, viscera, and gore even more realistic by having it react properly to the lighting and environment. Like sometimes their head gets cut off or they explode. I think that's what they're talking about. They freeze and shatter. We just don't even notice it maybe anymore. Okay. Every monster is built with a skeletal and muscular structure used for killing them in brutal ways. If your character is in the thick of combat, they will be covered in blood spatter. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Over time, your character's armor will transition back to being spotless. Oh, this is gonna be fun. A death and gore video. And the model looks really good. That model looks really good. Sup, mama? Shake that thing, miss. Whoa! There's blood on her shirt and her outfit. Bloody, and then it just slowly dissipates, and all the forms get the same amount of blood. You have to go to the Diablo bathhouse. That's cool. Good to see combat. Actually good to see the game, you know. Hashtag Druid main. The transformation's iffy. I think it has to be fast, otherwise people might not like it. Like if you want like a bigger transformation and like Wrath of Berserker where you stop. The sorceress studies the art of elemental magic. They slow enemies with cold before freezing them solid and shattering them to pieces. They strike their enemies with stunning bursts of lightning, causing the bodies to pop and sizzle. Enemies collapse to the floor and char to the bone as the sorceress engulfs foes in fire. What? The hell are you talking about? Some examples of death types that sorcerers can trigger: freeze shatter, break frozen monsters into pieces; char, singe a corpse of monsters with lightning; burn, scorch the monster's flesh, leaving the remains of a charred skeleton. So it's just saying like different ways you can kill mobs, right? So they're trying to make it not boring for doing the same thing forever. The barb takes pride with their physical capabilities. Their arsenal of weaponry makes them deadly in close combat. With the power of ancient bloodline, barbs can crush their foes into piles of gore or send them flying across the battlefield. Their brute strength is equally matched by their speed and ferocity as they unleash a fury on the battlefield, dismembering limbs from all that stand in their way. Okay, they're just showing this for like, what the fuck? Okay. Anyway, you can crush, decapitate, cut in half, sweet, break lower limbs. The monster's lower body is shattered, splitting several of their joints. So you can like cut off, you know. Good, I wanna see that. The rogue is dexterous. All right. The rogue can eviscerate, shadow energy. Okay, freeze shatter, poison. You can poison a monster to death. The monster's skin melts, leaving off a heap of muscle and bone. That's pretty cool. I want to see that. Can we show a video of that shit? Maybe they'll show it at the end. That's pretty dope. Can you cut off an arm and then that arm flies to another enemy and crits them? And then depending on where it hits, their body or their head, it does more damage on, you know, the velocity and distance. Fillet the skin from an enemy, leaving the muscle structure intact. Druid has nature magic. Okay, so druids can roadkill. The monster is crushed by a moving object, leaving a smear of blood. Devoured. The monster's flesh is eaten by a swarm of ferocious bites. Damn! Lightning Gib. Lightning causes the monster's body to pop, exploding into pieces. And then Maul. Monster skin is completely mangled, covering them in blood. Ooh, we get to see this? I'm so excited. This is the best blog ever, man. Besides Paragon. Boom. Gameplay. Hydra. So you can see him getting burned. Yeah. Charred up. I use that flamethrower ability in Lost Ark. I love it. I can't wait to use it in D4. We're a bunch of psychopaths? Yeah. That's true. Like a roadkill overlay, so you know what it is. They have all these names for it that we never even would know. So they're frozen. Like this kind of stuff you don't ever think about, right? You just play and you're like, it's almost like in the background. Okay, here's the barb. You don't know why it looks cool, but now you know why. Oh shit, you can just buck them, dude. There's a furious charge. So the barb's doing poison damage. Oh, get shattered. That was cool, man. Okay, it makes me want to play barb today, huh? Oh shit. That's how Hoda right there, man. That's the kind of Hoda I want to see. Leap. Look at this shit. Bam! Because he was low health laying on the ground. Oh, man. Yeah. Splat. So he exploded or something? Dude, I could watch this shit over and over. No. That's my thigh, man. There's a little piece flying over. Damn. Poor mobs. The goats. That's pretty cool. Ground stomp. That's badass, dude. Okay, so now he's got a two-handed sword. And just, yeah. It's way different. Like, you're not crushing. Oh, the kick! And now he's cutting him up. Was that another? Is it multiplayer? Oh, that's ability. It's like Call the Ancients? Oh, like, wait, who's that? Another person? That's a man sword, chat. Boop. Goddamn Claymore. Cut his head off. You see that little goat head? All right, one more time. He yeeted him off the bridge. They showed a lot in that clip. They should have showed more of the greatsword. So there's the decapitations, slices. Boom, another decapitation. Then he switched his weapons. Kicked him off the bridge. Summoned his Call the Ancients or whatever. Different types of executions. The ragdoll effects are pretty good, yeah. Like he was bleeding right there a little bit. The enemy. Oh, here we go. Rogue status, a male rogue. World first gameplay, male rogue. Dude, this shit's so quick. We gotta play this shit in like slower. It's gonna sound like shit though. Alright, let's see. Boom. Okay. That was like an explosion. So here's the shadow kill example. Yeah, so they're like shadow damage, and then this is the poison, I believe. So they should turn to bone. Oh no, this is the ice one. Oh, there's a poison. The poison like corroded him, I thought it said. Shadow clone jutsu. Add. What? There's like a volley. Pretty badass. Ad set? I don't understand. I'm not always up on all the kid memes, the jokes. I'm sorry. Let me see. Let's put it back. I want to hear it. Pretty badass, man. Oh, wait. I want to watch that again. This is the base one. Caltrops. Oh shit. Pretty, it looks good. This is how it was at BlizzCon. Everything looks good. So here's the druid. Oh, so this is what I thought the poison would do. Like turn him to bones like that. Yeah, this is what I thought would happen with the other poison skill. Like the crows ate their body or something? What is that? Wow, is that what's happening? Like their carcass is getting cleaned? That's pretty insane, dude. Like the crows are feasting. Picked to death. That's pretty insane, honestly. That's a nice touch. Yeah, what? I guess you expect the fire to work like fire, but when you see the crows, you're like, wow, that's pretty clever. But like Piranha NATO should do that, right? Damn, so the druid does crushing, so this is like a crushing example. One of the things the druid said was a crushing, smashing. Yeah, it's like getting run over by a car, basically. So you get like different feelings playing different classes a lot. Squish to a pulp. Boom, 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 boom. It's like when you play a druid, you're like, and then you play barb and you're like smacking limbs off, right? Good job on that, Blizz. Good job, man. Honestly. Crap. This is everything we have to share with you today. It's been a dream to work on the franchise, and I've really enjoyed the opportunity to share some of the development process with the community. Thank you for reading the last quarterly update blog for 2021. I hope you found it exciting and interesting. It was interesting, and a lot of it was exciting. We're actively listening to your feedback and strive to make D4 the dark, gothic game we all want to play. Okay. The back end was really awesome to see all that combat and gameplay. We haven't seen gameplay really in a long time, you know? So it was really cool to see. Like this is what we're gonna be looking at our characters for a long time, you know, and how it functions and plays. I love the dynamic player skills. I love that all the classes look like they feel different and play differently. I like that, yeah, it affects like the trees and the ground clutter and all that. I love the glyphs and sockets. What do you guys think about it? This will probably be on YouTube, so if you guys have any feedback. What do you guys think about it? Do you have something that you really like about it? Something that you hate? What stands out? They should reduce damage numbers? I think they're reduced now. Like farther? I wonder when we get to test it again. Yeah, that's a good question, yeah. That's a real good question. Hunting for items. I like that bandits drop crossbows. That's cool. And then like archers drop bows. Like that's nice. I like to go in the world and farm certain things. It seems so basic, you know? It seems so basic. It's on the launcher too. But it makes it feel real. I love that we found out about weapon skills. Was that on the first video? Like, I hope that's gonna stay. If you guys missed it. The barb kills something and gets like a weapon skill point. I hope that, I think it's here. Like it said, like your two-handed mace or two-handed axe damage increase. Right here. Your two-handed mace reach rank 1. And you get like bonus for it. That's pretty cool. Big fan of that. It just makes it feel like so real. I love doing that in like a lot of games over the years. Final Fantasy, New World, you know, a lot of games have done it. They didn't even talk about that, they just was there. They just kind of little Easter egg. It looks like most of your stats come from Paragon, I know. Unfortunately. At least PoE has a cap, right? So hopefully there's a cap. And you can't just endlessly grind forever. Hopefully not. I don't know about this Paragon system, but you know, I'll get on board. Especially if you can like respec easier. Yeah, I want to know if the skill tree's here. Somebody did mention that you get this at 50, so there's probably a 1 to 50 skill tree. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that 1 to 50 is just learning the game and then this is where it comes in. Yeah, the new quarterly update came out today. My impression thus far, visually and conceptually amazing. Unsure about the endgame idea and how it actually plays. Paragon might be wrong as its name has a bad taste. That's what I'm saying, man. You can call it the anything, the demonic gates. They're gates, right? The demon gate, or some cool name. The community is so clever. You can think of something great. You can call it a million things, man.
So what about the sound? I want to know all about the sound engineering kappa.
This blog was pretty good overall. Thanks for the bits, Toda. I don't mind this mechanic, and I like that the uniques are unique still. I'm okay with it because the uniques can't be changed. The skill tree image, but I don't know if it looks. I don't know if this right here. I don't know if this is what this is. Like, is this, or is this the old skill tree that they showed? This looks like the old skill tree, but it also could be this, right? So there are going to be two skill trees. I think this got scrapped. The old one from the last blog, one of the other blogs, and then this is the new one. You think so? I don't know, man. This is already gonna give new players their aneurysm, right? Their brain's gonna explode. So imagine having two of these. We'll see. That was my suggestion, by the way. I said have a leveling skill tree and an endgame skill tree. But I wanted the endgame skill tree to be like an ascension. Like you pick, like I want to be a fire mage, and that's like a fire mage one, right? Or I want to be, that was actually our feedback. I wanted when you hit 50, then you ascend to like fire mage, ice mage, right? Necromancer, all this other stuff. But this is like above and beyond already. If you don't know about, if you guys weren't here earlier, it branches off. Like, let's say you start in the middle or wherever. You go to a gate, and then you can pick between like, I don't know how many, like let's say 3, and then it opens up another gate, right? And then you go, and then it opens up another gate, and it's like an endless thing. Or we don't know actually. Right? Maybe it's only one page and then one gate. I don't know. We're absorbing a lot of information. We could have missed some details, right? Once your hero reaches a gate tile, you choose which new Paragon board you would like to attach to that. You can rotate it also. The desired outcome is a personalized set of bonuses that will empower your hero and honor your dedication to the progression. That will remain a fun, tweaked, and adjust over many playthroughs. So it's like a roguelike almost. You might get a sheet that you never even ever have seen before, I guess. Is that what it's trying to say? Like you might get something that nobody else has, so the balance might be weird. A single gate tile lies at each edge of the board. As you progress through the Paragon board, you will eventually reach a gate. Upon unlocking, will allow you to select a new Paragon board to attach to your board. So you start here, you get to this gate, let's say, and then it looks like this. This is kind of cut off. Do you keep going? This looks like you can keep going. There's a line here. Each of these boards has a unique tile layout, new magic and rare tiles, and a new legendary tile at the center. The Paragon board is extended from these gate tiles. Upon selecting the new Paragon board list, you'll be able to place down the board. So Paragon board list, we don't know how many. It's got to be at least 2 to have a choice, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Pick your bingo board. Convoluted systems don't equal fun. You can also rotate it like Wilson, yeah. Yeah, true. This is nothing like D2. This is PoE / Wilson. What? There's no Paragon system like that? Let's see. You'll be able to place down the board down, connecting it to a newly unlocked gate tile. You may also optionally rotate it. I'm assuming just the 4 you can rotate, right? There's 4 gates, so you can flip it. It's not like a Wolcen where it's like a billion examples. It's just like there's 4 gates, it looks like. We're hard at work on these and other features that we'll be able to share more about. Okay. So we know a lot about it, but not everything about it. There's like details, you know. There's like a lot of details here that we need to know. Like, is it an infinite Paragon grind system where you're gonna have like 15 pages at some point? Or is it like, I don't know, caps at 3 boards? Do we need 30-inch monitors to see all our stats? It'd be cool if there was like a little thing right here, right? That showed your current stats. I don't know. This looks super confusing. I think this is not the way. I think this is not the way. No, I think you have a leveling tree and then you have an ascendancy tree. Yeah, but I haven't played it, so it's hard for me to just completely, right? If I haven't ever actually tried it. This does not look like the way though. This looks dope. Well, if there's like, if it's random, then there's like, I don't know, it kind of just eliminates competition, right? Because like in PoE, like you can, maybe drops are different, but like you can plan out your build and you can compete. But let's say you go here, right? And then you get a shit board and then, you know, your friend gets a better option and then now you're stronger than him. It looks like they're gonna be random, you know? Or like some variance to it. It might be fun to play through to have a unique character progression, but it eliminates any kind of competition, I think. It looks like it's random. Or like a select, you might get 1 of 3 and there's like 20 to pick from, right? You might not ever get that one. Yeah. Sorry, this is freaking crazy outside. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like that's what I said when we read it earlier. Like this could be like a whirlwind board, a Hoda board. Yeah, exactly, a frenzy board. We don't know. But what if you want to play Leapquake and you don't get a Leapquake board? Then what? Then you backtrack this way? Like let's say you start here and you go here. You're like, okay. Then you start putting points this way to see what's over here. I don't know. Maybe it's easy to backtrack. I guess you could respec. If you respec and then go back the same way, does it give you a new one or the same ones? Right? Can you respec and go this way? A small fee to change your Paragon. Yeah, we made that joke too. Yeah, we're on the same page here. It said the center is legendary. Yeah, so I don't know where you would start then. You probably start at one of the gates. You have to start, yeah, to have a decision, you kind of have to start in the middle, no? If you start here, then that doesn't make sense. So you have to start in the middle, and then when you get to another board, then maybe there's legendary. It said you start in the middle? Yeah. Yeah, you would start in the middle, and then when you get to another gate, then there might be a legendary power in the middle, like over here or something. This looks like something. I'm willing to give it a chance, obviously. I'm gonna be playing D4 no matter what, but it's a little spooky, man. It's a little spooky. Little spoopy. So all these are legendary? I know legendaries are like orangey, but like all these are legendary? Like I don't know if this board's laid out properly. There's like a billion legendaries then. I don't know if they have the colors dialed in, right? Because there's not even a blue here anywhere. Yeah. So like that, that's why I'm not taking the colors into full account. Gold or orange, whatever color this is, there's definitely not, there's way too many of them. So it like leads up to this yellow, which doesn't make sense. So I think this is just an example, but they should have used the right colors because there's not even blue. Right, there's not like no magic tiles on there. Then here's the colors right here. If they were showing a path, they should have just drew a line through it, no? Or something like a red line, maybe? Or a red dotted line or something. Except on the first board? Okay. It's weird. That is weird. I guess my overall thoughts on this is make it easy-ish to respec and cap it so we can make builds. Yeah, we read the whole thing already, the whole blog. It was pretty good. It was a good blog, man. There was a lot of fun stuff. You like everything but the Paragon thing? Me too, but I'm on the fence with the Paragon thing. I just so many questions, right? This is definitely the most loaded thing that happened because this is actually how we're gonna spend our time, you know? So I would love to test it. That way I can see if it's fun and rewarding. If it's like PoE, it's pretty fun, you know, to plan out your builds, but it's very limiting in like, I don't know, you can't like, there's no like talent, so you can't like build swap, right? If there's gonna be PvP in Diablo, then now you're locked into playing this character for PvE, right? Because you know there's gonna be an optimal PvE and PvP mode or build that just makes sense, right? The PvP needs more movement speed or different skills or, right? More stuns and all that. So now you're locked into whatever you play and that's it. So now you need two characters with navigating through all this shit, right? It just seems like not good. It seems like not good. Unless you can talent swap. You can have two of these and then maybe, I don't know. It's just really limiting from my point of view, but it's really character defining if you're playing like an RPG. Like if you're just playing like an RPG, then yeah, it's great. Then you're like, you really feel like this is your character, but I don't know. Yeah, it'd be cool if you can like swap, like talent swap maybe. But then that defeats the whole purpose of everything, right? Making it feel like it's your choices matter and all that. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I will be right back, man. We'll keep talking about it, see what you guys have to say about things. It's been a good read, man. It's been fun. Be right back, 1 sec.